Hello, fourth grade. This is the video on lungs that we're looking at. It should be the last part of your body that we're going to put in, with the exception of your face. So this is the last organ that we're going to put in on your body. So taking a look at the lungs, my lungs help my body breathe. The upper part of my chest is also filled with my lungs. Now your heart is there also. You can kind of see the shadow here in this picture of the heart. But the upper part of your chest is also full with your lungs. My lungs are made up of millions of elastic-like sacs, which fill up and let out air. So they fill up with air and they let the air out. My lungs can hold about as much air as a basketball. So quite a bit of air can fit into your lungs at a time, but about as much air as a basketball. Air comes into my body through my nose and my mouth. It travels down my trachea. Another word for trachea is windpipe, through my bronchial tubes, and then to both lungs. And you can see those bronchial tubes in this picture. You also have it in your page. You'll see those bronchioles. The lungs trade air with the blood. The heart pumps used blood to my lungs. My lungs take the carbon dioxide and other things that I can't use out of my blood, and the lungs give back fresh oxygen to the blood. After that trading is done, the blood goes back to the heart and it goes to work again, meaning it's pumped by the heart through the rest of your body to give that oxygen to all the other parts of your body. Now, there's a big, strong muscle that helps make your lungs work, and it's called the diaphragm. The diaphragm sits just under the lungs, and it helps push out my lungs when they're filling up with air, inhaling, and it also lets your lungs back in to squeeze out used air, which is exhaling. So when you inhale, then your lungs are filling up and the diaphragm is helping to push your lungs out to inflate, inhale. Then your diaphragm also lets your lungs back in to squeeze out that air, and that is called exhaling. So for today, you need the lungs pages. There are 2 pages because you have a right lung and a left lung. Like a kidney or like kidneys, you have 2 of them. You've got 2 lungs. You'll need scissors. You need pink and a light blue. So pink and light blue crayons, markers, or colored pencils. And glue just a touch because you're not gluing your lungs all the way down. So you need to color the left lung and the right lung. You've got some light pink for the lungs, and then the bronchial tubes are blue. Remember, because the blood that is not rich in oxygen is coming to the lungs. Remember, it comes from the heart, is pumped into the lungs, is given fresh oxygen, and then travels back to the heart. So they are blue here. Your airways are a light blue. Color your left lung the light pink, and the bronchioles are still that light blue. Again, you don't need to color the trachea on the left lung because you'll glue the right one over it. You can color it, no big deal if you want to, but I think it'll be easier to glue down if you don't color it. So you've got your right one and then your left lung. Next thing you're going to do is cut out your lungs. Be very careful of your windpipe there, the trachea. Place the right lung, trachea, over the left lung, and you see it in that picture there. So you put them together, and then you have your lungs. Glue the trachea just under your chin. And remember, don't glue your lungs all the way down because that's where your heart is. Your heart hangs out just under your lungs. And here's the sample of what it should look like. So there's your brain that we worked on at the end of last week. And then here's the lungs. And then here's the heart kind of hiding back behind the lungs. And again, you can see my lungs are not glued all the way down. That's what our person should look like so far. Bones, muscles, digestive system, lungs and heart, and then your brain. And again, all we have left now for the probably next few days, because there's a couple of experiments that go along with it, is going to be your face. Couple thank yous to these websites for their great pictures of lungs, and we'll be continuing on tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.